Hi there, students. Probe. To probe as a verb, or a probe as a noun. So, as a verb, to probe, to search into something, to examine something. So there was a government probe into what was happening to the money. You could probe something with a tool. You poke into it to examine it. The doctor probed the wound to see if there was any foreign matter inside. To probe, to try to discover information that people don't really want you to know. So you ask them questions carefully, but not directly. So yeah, the police probed him for hours, probing for any inconsistency in what he'd said. Yeah, the psychologist probed into her private life. Okay, so it can either be to physically explore something. He put his hands in the bottom of the puddle and probed for the glass that he had dropped. You know, he felt around with his body, his hands, trying to find it. And then to probe. I know I have no right to probe into your private life, but please tell me. Okay, so to investigate, to look into something. Okay, so if you probe into something, you ask questions to try and discover something about it. You could have a space probe that goes into space to discover facts and answer questions about space. Yeah, they probed into his background before they accepted him for the job. The ombudsman is probing into unfair practice, to examine, to go into, to research, yeah, to investigate. Okay, so a probe, very often a medical instrument to explore a wound or something. Something that is used to explore, to obtain information, to probe, to prod, or to poke, to feel. Yeah, a probe, an investigation, or an inquiry. So yeah, they launched a probe into the cause of the accident. Yeah, so a probe. Yeah, a small device used to explore, investigate, or measure something, particularly scientific. He put his probe into the soil to measure the pH. Yeah, a probe, an unmanned spacecraft to get measurements, information about space. Okay, so to probe, yeah, to explore, to investigate, to question. Okay, so there are really lots of meanings to it. The army sent scouts to probe the enemy defences, to investigate and see what they could discover. Okay, so we use it in many ways. Very often a probe, a government investigation into something. Let's see, to probe. I think this word's slightly formal. I'd probably give it a 6. I guess you could use it in an informal conversation, although investigate might be more suitable informally. So very, very suitable for a semi-formal conversation or a semi-formal writing. And then as to origin, okay, this one comes from Latin. From probare, to test, to examine, to prove. From probus, good. Yeah? Okay, late Latin, proba, a proof. Probare, to test, to prove that something's true. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Probe.